In this video, we're going to be going over the colors that you're going to be using for your theme and your website and your brand, as well as making a logo for your website. Now, both of these are seemingly large tasks, but actually they are not that difficult with the right tools. So I'm going to show you a couple of tools that I use that will hopefully help you to be able to figure those things out and make them as easy as possible for yourself, okay? So the first tool that I like to use for choosing a color scheme is Adobe Color, and it's Adobe Color CC, color.adobe.com. All right, guys. So what you see here is this color picker, okay? And you can create your own colors from scratch, which they give you the hex codes, all right? Very cool. You drag it around and it changes depending on the color rule. I'm going to go into that in a moment here. But the easiest way to do this, if you don't want to go too hands-on, is to just click Explore, okay? And this is going to bring you all of these really awesome pre-made color palettes by people already, okay, guys? So this makes things super simple to just kind of go through. You can see, which ones people like. Sorted by most popular to start here. You can sort it by, just about any way you want there. You can do it randomly. Just say, all right, well, I like some of these. So this is a cool way to really dive into color palettes, okay? And, say you find one that you want, like this one. You just click Edit Copy, all right? And then it's going to bring you back to this color palette here, where you can start moving things around, all right? So the color rule, after you go to Explore and click on it, is set to Custom. Now you can click on each individual one. See how this is highlighted? Now this is the one that we're going to be moving around, okay? And so if there's one that you're seeing in there that you're like, well, I like this color, but I don't really like this color. Well, you can take that color, and you can see this one's highlighted in white a little bit more. Then you can move it around and change it around to your liking, okay? Now, what I like to do too is if you want to completely start from scratch and you do not want to start from a template, is you can also, what I like to do is click on Monochromatic, and what you're going to see here is when you click on these, the closer you are to the center, the more of a neutral you're going to get, okay, guys? This is going to be like a white or your black, and here are your grays, all right? And pretty much any theme or any website, features some gray or black or white in it, right? So it's good to have something. I like to start off there in the base because that also makes it, it's just good to start there. And then also the farther out from that is how bold it's going to be, okay? As you can see with these colors, the farther out they get, the brighter and bolder they get. The closer you get, the more monotoned and the more bland they get. So what you want to do is after you've picked like your main color. So for example, for this website, I'm going to choose green as my base color because it's outdoors. The first thing I think of is like a nice green color, okay? So I'm going to choose my green, and this is going to be my base color, all right? And then after I kind of have an idea of what these are, I'm then going to click Custom. And what that's going to do when you click Custom is that it's when you move one of these, it's not going to move the others at the same time so that you have a little bit more control, okay? So then you can choose the ones that you like or don't like out of these individually and kind of say, all right, well, I want to move this one out a little bit, or I want to move this one out a little bit. In this example, I'm actually going to go way up here and I'm going to do some red action because I think that that's a good call to action. You want something with a little bit of contrast, at least one color that's pretty stark in contrast, so that it really draws attention. That's for your CTAs or your call to actions on your website. All right, and I've actually created something very similar to this over here for this website, and here we go. It's Crazy Kayaks too. Also, guys, you can, after you're done here, you can click Save. And you can have My Themes. It's a free account for Adobe. Obviously, their software like Photoshop is a paid software, but this is free. So you can literally make a free account, come on here, click save, and then start your themes. Okay, and then so once you have those chosen, that's when you can start doing other things like creating your logo, because now you have an idea of what color your website is going to be revolving around. Okay, and so another tool I like to use, very simply, is logomaker.com. And so the first thing you're going to see when you come here, and notice that it's with an R and not ER, it's logomaker.com, is there's a little tutorial here, and then we're going to X that out. And I'm going to show you how simple it is to use this. I've already created a logo, but I'm going to actually recreate that logo, and I'm going to show you how easy it is. So search graphics. Our website features kayaks, right? So we just type in kayak. Okay, and as you see, there's all these little images of kayaks, all right? So they're super simple. Let's click this one. Here we go, drag new. So this entire page right here is your canvas, and it doesn't matter really where that is at this point. So there we go, we've got our little image. Now I'll throw some text in. We'll call this Crazy Kayaks. All right. And it's super simple. You can, drag to resize. It's like we're in Microsoft Paint here. Super easy. So we just do this, blow it up, bring it wide here. There you go. All right, now we're going to change our text. And this is where your color palette comes in. And I'm going to show you how to use that. So you can come back here and say, okay, so my dominant color for my brand, I know that my website is going to feature green, okay? So I'm going to take this dark green right here, and I'm going to come down to where it says hex code, okay? And you can highlight that, Control C or Command C, depending on which platform you're using. And you can come over here, and as you see, when you highlight this, there's going to be this little hex code down here. You can highlight that and paste it, and now it's green. Okay, so you can use that. You can change your text color in the same manner if you prefer. And then you can change the format of your text. I typically like to keep things pretty simple for branding, stuff that's, not too obtrusive, things that, draw attention. A little blockier fonts, are generally good. For this one, since we're doing Crazy Kayaks, I'm going to go a little bit outside the box. And I'm actually going to choose this one right here, because I feel like this sort of encompasses the Crazy Kayaks brand, where it's, it's simple, but at the same time, it's a little out there, but it's still, it's legible, it's readable. So people, you don't want to do anything that's too, cursive or fancy, because you want people to be able to understand your brand. So what we're going to do here is we're going to now do a screenshot. Very simple. So Shift Command 4 on a Mac, and we're going to hold up in the corner here. There you go. And then so all you do is you just drag that, and whatever you drag it in is going to make a screenshot, okay? All right, and so that is actually going to shoot a picture now onto the desktop. And you have that right here all ready to go. There's your logo. All right, and then as you'll see here also, I've pulled up this digital color meter, which you can find in the Launchpad, and then going into other, generally speaking, and going to digital color meter. And that will allow you another tool. Say you went to a website that you liked, like wayfair.com, okay? And you're like, man, I really like this purple up top here, right? I really like this purple. So you can open the digital color meter, and you can highlight that purple and say, okay, the RGB is 108, 76, 117. All right. You can then come here. Oh, wait. 6, 117. And boom. There you go. Now you've got the Wayfair purple at your disposal to use on your website wherever you'd like. So that's an easy way. If you're scouting websites and you come across a theme or a color scheme that you really like and you really enjoy and you want to try to emulate that, then this is a really easy way using the digital color meter tool. And there are also plugins for Windows as well, I believe, that allow you to do this. So yeah, guys, that is how I create very simple logos as well as finding color schemes for the website. Now, in the next video, I'm going to be showing you how to upload those to your Shoptimize theme and how to utilize the colors and options that we've just created for our websites. So I'll see you in the next video.